Hey guys, this is Boomerang with another custom minifigure showcase video, and today we're going to take a look at two figures from the CW era. That is the Canary, Sarah Lance version, and Captain Boomerang. And so, yep, these are the two minifigures I completed. I completed Captain Boomerang a long time ago. For Sarah, I actually just finished her yesterday, and I was going to make a video for Captain Boomerang, but it was going to be a solo showcase video. But since I finished the Canary, I was like, I just finished her yesterday. I was like, you know what? Why not have her in the showcase video also? So I have these two awesome minifigures here. So yep, and let's get started. Captain Boomerang was a pretty simple minifigure to make. In fact, what I did, if you guys remember, like some from my previous vlog, the head's a little bit different. That's because it is different. This is actually, I did not actually paint this face actually. I did make my own painted face when he was like smiling, and he also has a kind of a same stubble area, but except if you guys remember that vlog. But then when I stumbled across this face and I looked at it and I was like, you know what, this actually does look more like Captain Boomerang, and it is a lot neater. So I quickly swapped that out. And here we are. So if you guys are wondering where this head's from, it's from this Prince of Persia set. I believe it was if you guys remember Prince of Persia, you know, the Sands of Time, the movie is alright in my opinion, but the sets are pretty cool because I use a lot of stuff from that, from my custom minifigures, especially Dastan's face, for which I use for Daredevil. So, and for here I use this it's this assassin guy, the one with a big sword, or it's the same face from the marketplace dude. So yeah, I used that face, and I think it looked more like that. I forget the actor's name, but I believe he was he played this guy, and he played Spartacus or something in a TV show, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't remember much. So yeah, in a trench coat, what I did for that, it's just an ordinary trench coat. I didn't modify it, except what I did, I get these little plastic bits, which I use for Flash's lightning bolts, and also for Falcon's wings. I use the same material. I just cut that up, I super glued it to the sides, and I painted it silver, and they're actually pretty pointy. I pricked myself a couple of times when I was holding this guy, and I kind of just did a little bit. So yeah, and you see like the pockets, yeah, it does look a little bit uneven, but that's how it's supposed to be actually. So same thing with Heatwave, like their pockets are never symmetrical. For the boomerangs, Lego never made their own boomerangs, and so what I did, I just get these talon pieces and just like glue them together, and it works well. So it works well with this figure. So, and there's nothing on the back, and for the legs, it's just like the gray legs with a little pie-shaped thing, and pockets, and shoes or little boots, and that's basically it. And he was a pretty simple minifigure, and he was actually really cool in the show, despite the fact that he was only in one episode, and we never see him with the actual Suicide Squad gang. But he was with the Suicide Squad before. We just didn't see him in action with that. So it would have been nice if he Deadshot, and if Bronze Tiger was still alive. Oh yeah, Bronze Tiger was actually dead. That's why you don't see him in the show. But he died in a comics of CW era, which I think it kind of sucks because he didn't really do much, and I really think he should have done a lot more. And basically that's one of my main issues with season 3. They brought back the Suicide Squad, but they basically killed them off again. They killed off Deadshot, which, if he's dead actually, because you know in comic book history nobody really stays dead for the most part. So yeah, it kind of sucks that they have to basically cancel the Suicide Squad in CW era, because they're so cool on the first episode. I want to see more of them, and I believe Harley Quinn was actually there, but she had to be cut off due to rights or something. I have no idea. It's just so weird. So yep. But we are getting a Suicide Squad movie, and that looks pretty cool, I guess. We've seen a photo. Harley Quinn looks hot, by the way. Alright, anyway, so moving on to the next pick. The next minifigure we have is Sarah Lance, and before you guys start like flooding the comment section, I know the hair is inaccurate. And if you guys want to know what hair she kind of, which actually kind of matches her, it's actually the one I'm using for Scarlet Witch, which is the same one that MGF used. So if you guys know that, then you know what I'm talking about. And her hair is not this blonde, it's more like lightish blonde, so it's almost like white yellow. But I have a reason why I use this hair. First of all, because I had this hair for a pretty long time now, and second of all, because Laurel Black Canary, who is the new Black Canary now that Sarah's dead, spoiler alert, she has the same hair piece. And when you're painting women's face, like female face, they usually end up looking the same thing, and they really do, because of the lips and the eyes. You really can't do much. And plus, Laurel and Sarah, if I paint them, if you look in the promotional photos, they look like different characters because of their facial feature. But if you try to translate that into Lego, it's pretty hard to get the likeness of the actual character, especially for female minifigures. So yeah, so they basically have the same domino mask. The only difference is with their face. If I paint Laurel also, it would be the color of their lipstick, because Laurel's is black while Sarah is just plain pink. So they would look like the same character. That's why I used the different hair, so that way you can tell these two guys are different if you're showing it to people who are not familiar with Arrow. So that's why I use this hairpiece, just so people can see, alright, these two characters are completely different. It's not the same character, just switching costumes. You know what I mean? Something like that. That's why I use this hairpiece. I can tell some people are gonna be like, oh, you should have used this hairpiece. And guys, it's a little bit too late. I made my decision. That's it. Just appreciate it for what it is. Please don't be one of those guys. I think it's pretty annoying. So the front torso is also painted. Again, I never use area like curved torsos, because that means I have to paint over how many female minifigures I have, like over 15 or something. It's gonna be a lot to paint before Brick Fair. It's gonna be too intense and annoying, so that's why I just stick with just painting curves and stuff. Besides, it doesn't look that bad anyway. So what I did here, I used two different types of black. I used gloss black to make the shiny jacket effect you can see here on the top where that ends, and the plain black for the rest of the torso. So you can pretty much see the difference. You can see where that's shining. The one that shines, that's the gloss, the paint. So that way you can tell these are actually different. It's not part of the same thing. That's the leather jacket. That's like the leathery type of jacket, and these types here are not. And so in painting all the buckles, it's pretty difficult. And the lacings are actually not that bad. Here's the back lacing. Some people paint theirs with the skin exposed. I don't see why. I don't even see her skin exposed on her back at all, so I don't get it. So I just paint just like that, because I think it looks a lot more accurate like that. And if you can remove her hairpiece, and you can see a little more details, but it doesn't really matter since the hairpiece kind of covers it. And you can see closely of the mask. I don't get these types of masks because it looks like they don't have a strap that goes around. It looks like it just stays there. So, and you can see the lacing on her legs. Those are actually not that difficult either, and she has some buckles. She actually has 3 buckles, but I can only fit 3. What the, oh my god, I am so terrible. But she has 3 buckles, but I can only fit 2. And the detail does continue around, but I don't think there's any buckles there, and I don't feel like painting more buckles. And if you guys are wondering what staff this is, it's one of those like these ordinary staff with those stops up top. If you know what I mean. I just cut that off, and I just gave, and she just has this, and that's basically it. So those are the 2 minifigures I have from CW Arrow, and let's just conclude this video. So that's all I have to say in this video, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and leave a like and a comment down below. Oh yeah, and by the way, I actually ordered some stuff from Brick Forge, like their bows, and I basically modified Green Arrow's bow to make it look like the one he has in season 2. Same thing with Arsenal. I gave him a new bow, and I did give one for Malcolm Merlin. It's just one of the thread got loose, so I have to fix that. And I did buy 2 more recurve bows for Hawkeye, both versions of Hawkeye. So yeah, that's basically it. I have the showcase video. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope it inspired you to make your own CW customs, because the CW with Arrow and Flash, they're both awesome. Arrow season 3 is kind of cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, Sarah is actually returning from the dead, and she's gonna be the White Canary. So yeah, why can't characters stay dead? Oh my god, that's the problem with comic books. movies and TV shows so far. No one stays dead. Is Quicksilver gonna get his own TV show in ABC and gonna be crossover Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? What the heck? I don't get it. I just wish they should have done that. So that means more minifigures I have to paint. So that's all I have to say in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy this and follow me on Flickr and Twitter. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later.